That seemed impossibly ancient. The cover was etched with arcane symbols, and a series of jagged teeth-like markings framed its edges. Alongside the book was a set of old vinyl records. Excited by his find, Danny brought the items upstairs. That evening, as the family settled into their new home, he played one of the records on a turntable he'd found in the apartment. The recording crackled to life, and a deep, guttural voice began to chant in an unrecognizable language. The lights flickered. The air grew heavy. Shadows in the corners of the room seemed to stretch and twist unnaturally. Lily, skeptical and annoyed, told Danny to turn it off. But the damage was done. That night, Beth was the first to notice something wrong. As she unpacked boxes in the kitchen, she heard faint whispers, growing louder as the minutes passed. She brushed it off as her imagination until the refrigerator door slammed shut by itself. "Danny? Lily? Stop messing around," she called. But when she turned around, she was alone. Then the whispers turned into screams. Something unseen grabbed her, dragging her across the floor. She struggled, her nails clawing at the linoleum, but the force was relentless. When her children found her, Beth was standing eerily still in the kitchen, her back to them. "Mom?" Lily asked cautiously. Beth turned around, her eyes black as coal, her face contorted into a sinister grin. "Mommy's not here anymore," she said in a voice that was not her own. The possession spread quickly. Beth, now controlled by a malevolent force, began to terrorize her children. She spoke in riddles, her voice shifting from a low growl to a mocking, childlike tone. At times, she would laugh uncontrollably, then lash out violently. The building itself seemed to come alive. Walls oozed with blood. Doors locked and unlocked on their own. Other tenants began to hear screams and cries for help, but those who came to investigate were quickly overtaken by the dark force. Desperate for answers, Lily turned to the strange book Danny had found. Its pages were filled with grotesque drawings and cryptic text. As she flipped through it, she came across a passage that seemed to describe their exact situation, a portal opened by ancient chance, allowing evil to seep into the world. The only way to stop it was to destroy the book, but doing so would come at a great cost. Lily and Danny devised a plan to destroy the book. Armed with makeshift weapons, a kitchen knife, a broken broomstick, and a lighter, they prepared to fight their way to the basement furnace. Ellie, too young to help, was locked in the bathroom for her safety. As they made their way through the apartment, they encountered their mother again. Beth's body was twisted unnaturally, her limbs bent at impossible angles. "You can't save her," the entity hissed. "She belongs to us now." Fighting back tears, Lily stabbed the creature that used to be her mother, buying enough time for Danny to grab the book and run. The possessed tenants of the building began to swarm, their bodies grotesque and their movements jerky, like marionettes on tangled strings. In the basement, the final confrontation took place. Danny threw the book into the furnace, but the evil wasn't going down without a fight. As flames engulfed the book, the entity possessing Beth appeared, its true form a massive, grotesque shadow. It screamed in rage, its voice echoing through the entire building. The walls trembled. Pipes burst. Fire spread quickly. Lily and Danny barely escaped as the high-rise collapsed behind them. Lily and Danny emerged into the early morning light, covered in soot and blood. Ellie, who had been hiding in the bathroom, was carried out by a firefighter. The three siblings hugged tightly, their family broken but alive. As they stood there, watching the flames consume the building, a charred fragment of the book fluttered to the ground near Lily's feet. She picked it up and stared at the faintly glowing symbols etched into the leather. The nightmare wasn't over.